Hi, my name is Paul Curtis, and I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of L.N. Curtis & Sons, a fourth-generation firm now that was established in Oakland in 1929. L.N. Curtis & Sons was really founded as L.N. Curtis Specialty Merchandise. In 1929, my grandfather began the business because he had an opportunity as a result of two brother-in-laws that had invented the very first mechanical resuscitator. So earlier he had moved from Flint, Michigan, decided he didn't want to work in a factory, so he moved to Glendale, where brother-in-laws decided that he was a pretty good salesperson. So once they had invented this product, they needed somebody to sell it. And they encouraged him to move to Northern California and take all parts north and try and peddle the product. So that's exactly what he did. So when my grandfather, Lloyd, also known as Pop, moved up to Oakland, California to begin to sell this product, he moved his family. And so there were two boys at the time, Jay and Bill. And so L.N. Curtis Specialty Merchandise eventually became L.N. Curtis & Sons when the two boys became involved in the business. And once they graduated high school, they soon thereafter joined the World War II effort. Both of them went into the U.S. military, the U.S. Navy. After the war, they returned and then began to build the company. So for a long time, the firm was involved in fire apparatus. We built fire apparatus under the Curtis brand, as well as we've represented several brands over the many decades. Over 200 fire apparatus were built under the Curtis brand, and many of those were in California, the Intermountain area, and the Northwest. At one particular time, we had every first-line apparatus in Seattle was under the Curtis name. We partnered with a body company up there called the George Heiser Company, and together we supplied the city of Seattle Fire Department. As well, there's been many other specialty type of apparatus, Maxim aerials. So we have a number of those Curtis apparatus now that we've been able to get a hold of, and we're very proud of that part of the history of our firm. Over the decades, L.N. Curtis & Sons has used a number of different taglines to represent what the business is all about. The first one was specialty merchandise, and that's when my grandfather, L.N. Curtis, began the business. After the war effort and the business began to grow, the firm changed to fire and safety equipment. And so they were supplying fire equipment and safety equipment. It was a pretty obvious description. Then we morphed that into emergency equipment, because really it's all about if there's an emergency, what kind of tools and equipment do you need? And we made sure that service was a part of that, because that goes to our core philosophy of helping the customer take care of the asset that they have. Then later, as the business began to evolve further, we changed it into Tools for Heroes. It's a great representation of who our customer is. I think some of the important milestones for L.N. Curtis & Sons were when the firm moved from the family home to College Avenue. And there they started in a storefront. And once they got into one storefront, pretty soon it was two storefronts, and it was three storefronts. And my father told me that once he came back from the war with his brother, all of a sudden they had 5 storefronts and they had all these people involved. And he could not figure out how the business was doing so well. Soon thereafter, they moved to Broadway in Oakland about 1950, and we remained there till 1988 as our headquarters operation. In the 50s and the 60s, an operation was opened both in Salt Lake City and in Seattle, Washington, and we've been involved in those markets ever since. Once we opened our facility in our operational center and had salespeople on the street in the Southwest, in Arizona, New Mexico, we decided to venture into Southern California as well. So we have an operational center there and a staff and field salespeople. So those are important milestones. My brother, Mike, who worked for the firm for a very long time, over 40 years, also started our U.S. federal government division. And there we service the Department of Defense on a worldwide basis. Additional milestones that come to mind are when we added Firefighters Bookstore as an educational and training resource for our customers. As well, we added ECMS, which is PPE Care for Heroes. So here we service and clean and repair firefighters' turnout clothing. So our principal core business has always been involved around the emergency responders that we call the fire service. With our Curtis Blue Line group, we have a significant presence now in the Western United States to help supply law enforcement officers with their tools and equipment, just like we do for the fire service. The best memories that I have of Curtis are of the employees and the staff, the ones that are able to come into the firm and succeed in various roles. We're able to provide an opportunity where they can move from role to role, and then they become a manager. And so for me, that's the best memories, is seeing people succeed, flourish, and grow. Describing L.N. Curtis & Sons and what we do is relatively simple. One of the best ways to describe it is you take a fire truck and you dump it upside down, and everything that falls out is product that we educate about, sell, and service. In essence, you could say the same about law enforcement equipment as well. All the uniforms they wear, the tools that they use, the equipment, the technology, all of those products are what we do. Because Allen Curtis & Sons has been around for 90 years now, we can learn a lot from the past and how the company has operated. And some of the values that we operate under were really based on the principles of how the business was founded. Integrity is one of those. Integrity for us is doing the right thing at all times. Most of our customers are supported by taxes that individual citizens pay. So it's important that we handle that money appropriately. And so all of our people have to clearly understand and operate under the premise of having high integrity. That's really important to us.
I'm Jeff Curtis with Allen Curtis & Sons, Vice President of Operations and Customer Service. One of our core values is service, and it's important to me because part of my responsibility is our actual service team as well as our customer service teams. What I view service as and why it's important for our business is our customers are out there providing services to their communities, and in many cases these are very serious services that are required, right? They could save somebody's life, they could protect communities. So therefore we want to make sure that we're providing the same level of experience and service to our customers, whether that's just providing them information, helping process a transaction, taking care of the equipment that they actually do use out in the field and therefore can save somebody's life. These are very important services that we are providing. So making sure that we really understand the importance for our end users helps our team members make sure we are providing the right level of service. For us, the type of person that's going to excel in service actually comes back to one of our other core values, which is caring. So for us, it's really important that our team members really respect and care for our customers. And if they do so, then we feel like the other aspects of the job are going to fall in line pretty quickly. So by caring, they're going to make sure they get the details right, they're going to make sure they understand the customer's needs, and they're going to make sure that we can provide for them in a manner that's matching what their expectations and or their timeline are.
Hi, I'm Roger Curtis with Allen Curtis & Sons. I'm a Vice President. One of the core values at Allen Curtis & Sons is quality. Quality products, quality service, quality interactions. We must be focused on quality because our customers are counting on us. Our customers are there to serve the citizens and the community, and they need quality products to deliver their services in a quick manner because they're responding to an emergency. Quality interactions can consist of our relationships with our vendors, our suppliers, and interactions between team members. Together, we must have quality interactions to provide an experience from A to Z that our customers will come back for. The experience that we're providing at Allen Curtis & Sons must have quality throughout. Quality from the first phone call, quality when they walk into the store, quality when they open the box and see the product that they've purchased, quality when they put it into service, quality after the fact when we come back to help them take care of it. When we focus on quality, we can ask a question. Will the customer come back for an experience again with Curtis, ECMS, or Firefighters Bookstore?
The other is caring. Caring is our most important value. We care for each other as staff members. We care about our suppliers. We care about our vendors. We care about our customers. And so we choose to care and do things the right way. We think that is of paramount importance about how we run the business, and we think it has high value to our end users. I have a couple of great examples. The first one I learned was watching my father take a coat from one of our salespeople who had come in and said that the customer was concerned about the product quality was not quite what they expected. So my father took the coat from the salesperson, put it in the garbage can, and stomped on it and said, "Go get him another coat." So that to me was all about integrity and caring to make sure that the customer received the product that they expected. Another great opportunity that we had to learn about how to do things right was when a group of team members got involved, and we had sold a breathing air compressor to a customer in Eastern Washington. And after a couple of years, they had decided that the product just wasn't working for them, that maybe it was a lemon. So we came up with a solution of pulling that compressor out, giving them a brand new compressor to replace that one. We then repaired the compressor that we had previously sold and sold it to someone else as a used compressor. And today both those compressors work fine. So that to us is about caring enough to find the right solutions for the customer and doing it with integrity.
To me, being the best means that we do absolutely everything we can on both the small and the large interactions with customers. So it's everything from a small detail of getting an order right to all the way to the big strategic decisions that we make as a business. And so by being the best and doing everything we can in terms of that interaction, that we're going to provide for our customers, and in turn they'll provide back for us. So to be the best really just means that we're going to take every action that we can to try and have it be as good of an interaction with our customer as possible. The way that a Curtis team member is the best is by really focusing on how do we provide for our customer, how do we provide for that end user. What is it that they are looking for and that therefore we need to provide, whether it's an actual product, a service, a solution, or something that they're having trouble with, and really diving in to understand what is it that they need and therefore how are we satisfying them. So by being focused solely on the customer, that's how our team members are the best. Our team members are working on a number of things as we strive to be the best. And certainly you always want to look at your competition and what's being provided, but we really feel like if we're just focusing on ourselves and the best that we can be, then we will end up as the best within our market. So our team members are focusing on how do we make sure we get our transactions correct? How do we process things such that it's a smooth and easy transaction with our customers, such that they don't have any negativity with regards to our actual transactions. Once we can sort of make sure that we're doing that on a consistent basis, we feel like we'll be rewarded with more transactions and therefore have the opportunity to do even better with our customers. Whether it's a large order or a small order, they're both really important, and they both can have either a positive or a negative impact on our customer. We want to make sure we're getting the details right, make sure that everything goes as smooth as possible, so therefore every experience they have with us is a positive experience. We know we're successful in many ways. One of them is that customers continue to reward us with business. The second is that our staff and our customers are responding with positive communication about our organization. And so we'll continue to see, whether or not we are doing well through the rewards of continued business.
Strategic planning is an important aspect of our leadership. And so we've been doing strategic planning for probably close to 40 years now. It seems like each decade we've come up with a theme that seems to make the most sense for the business and where we are and where we're trying to go. So most recently we had a theme of securing the foundation, making sure that the business was ready for the next generation. So we spent a lot of energy and time and planning on making sure that all of our infrastructure and our facilities were ready to go. And now, as we move into a new decade, operational excellence is our theme. We believe that we can do an even better job of supporting our hero customers. Through operational excellence, we'll provide them the product that they desire, we'll give them the education that they request, and we'll be able to give them legendary service for the products that they purchase, and so that the value that they receive from the assets is exponentially higher. We believe in a philosophy of helping educate our customer base, providing them possible solutions for them to select from, as well as providing them aftercare service. So we have a number of groups, and it's a large part of our team is the people that do the educational component on the front end, of course those that are involved in sales and fulfillment and supporting that, as well as the aftercare. So now that they own the product, how do we help them take care of it and get the most value out of their asset? We don't believe in just selling something. We believe in providing solutions, helping them educate themselves about that, and then helping them take care of that asset that they purchased. So those particular aspects of our business are really important to us because we believe in not just selling product, but in really helping take care of the customer. From the front end of it to the back end of it is an all-in-one process, and we're very committed to that because we think it's important to be able to support our hero customers in that way.
What makes me excited about Curtis is a lot of things. One is just the people that we work with, both internally as well as our external customers. I think we're very fortunate to have the culture and the family that we have within the firm. And then also the customers that we get to serve. Our heroes, our important customers, is very meaningful to serve them. During 2019, Curtis really focused on the foundation of our business, and we did so such that we could build upon what we have today for the future. So for 2020, what we're really focusing on is operational excellence. We're very lucky that our customers are continuing to reward us with business and more business. And so even in the future, we anticipate the transaction level of our business to go up. Therefore, we want to make sure we're really focused in 2020 on operational excellence. And what operational excellence means is that we're focused on every transaction and getting it right. So all the details, no matter which department, no matter which team, no matter which customer, we want to make sure they're right. And by doing so, we're going to make sure that we're continuing to be rewarded by customers because the experience is a positive one with us every time.
It's really all about potential for us. What makes me excited about L.N. Curtis & Sons is the potential for future growth and development. not only of the firm itself, but importantly the staff and many opportunities that we're creating. We expect that the firm will continue to grow and develop over the coming decades, very similar to what we've been able to do in the past. I feel that my most important role at Ellen Curtis & Sons is to create opportunity for the staff and for the firm so that we can continue to grow and provide excellent services for our customers.
At Curtis, we're really excited about the future. We've built great facilities, we've got a great team, and now we're continuing to invest in infrastructure and education and invest in opportunities to support our customers even further. Today, Ellen Curtis & Sons consists of 3 brands and 2 sister companies. Curtis specializes on firefighting and rescue equipment. Curtis Blue Line is supporting our law enforcement agencies throughout the western United States. Curtis Force Protection supports America's warfighters, including federal agencies such as the Department of Defense, Department of the Interior, and Homeland Security. ECMS is focused on the cleaning and repairs of firefighter clothing. Firefighters Bookstore has become a leading training and educational resource for firefighters throughout the country. We're investing in technology, from B2C websites to B2B microsites. How does a customer want to do business with Curtis going forward? That's what we're listening for. How do we align ourselves with the way that our customers want to purchase in the future? It'll be important to focus on understanding each other, understanding our customers, understanding how things are happening, understanding what we can provide to customers so that they can do a better job in the future. Citizens, the community, everything is changing. So how can we align ourselves with the customer to be there in the long run? Investing in technology and investing in our team is how we'll be successful in the future. To me, the culture is important because it's something we can be passionate about. We're all working together to support a really important customer. And it's something that we can get behind because together we can achieve things that are really supporting other people. It's not just about one person, 2 people, 3 people. It's about different people coming together to support others. Ellen Curtis & Sons likes to give back. We do feel very fortunate to be in the position we are. And some of the ways we do that are team members deciding on certain organizations they'd like to contribute to, whether it be a burn foundation or a food bank. As well, we look at organizations who are providing firefighter equipment or other equipment to emergency responders throughout the United States or throughout the world, who might be less fortunate than other agencies and can't afford to purchase new products. A great place to work with energy, teams working together for a common purpose. And the common purpose is supporting America's heroes. Emergency responders, police officers, firefighters, federal agents, everyone who's here to protect us, to serve us, support us, and we can do the same for them.
Everything makes me proud to be a part of Curtis. We're very fortunate. I feel that way deep that, myself, my brother, and my father are very lucky to be in this multi-generational business. It's pretty incredible that we've lasted 90 years, and I realize it has very little to do with me and a lot to do with all of our employees. And it takes the hard work and dedication of everybody to make us successful. So as I look in the past, I feel very fortunate in terms of what everybody's done, and I'm excited about the team we have today and what it's going to look like in the future from our hard work now.
Ellen Curtis & Sons staff is comprised of a lot of great people that really care. They care about each other, and that's apparent every day in the workplace. Also, they care deeply about the customer and the industry that we service. They see our customers as heroes, people that run into the building, that run to danger, while the rest of us run away. So it's a little bit in their blood, it's in their culture. They understand the mission that we have to help support those heroes. Primarily, our customers are heroes, and that's how we see them. Oftentimes, our customers will tell us, well, we're not a hero, but we see them as heroes. And so we think that's an important statement for us to make, because we want to provide service to them that is legendary, service that represents well that we really care about heroes.